nothing in this world really in me. I'm free. Every life has a story.
And I'm just trying to say, like the person was like really OD obsessed with money. Like even a Haitian girl told me Haitian men be obsessed with money. Like, cause who starts a sentence off like you don't have $10,000 and like then oh yeah for a 21-year-old yeah you have $3,000, that's nice. But it's like you probably seen one of your family members, your mom, people have. It's like y'all people be so obsessed with money and people with money, and then people with money has no personality. Like, I go for people with personalities. I go with people who has, like, kindness, empathy, and funny. Y'all be dry. Dry. Like, people who are ashy and their legs are screaming for some moisture. Jesus. Like, it's not all about the money, honey. And, I even knew where he told me, he's like, yeah, I seen that you helped me, and I need you to take care of yourself and all that stuff. And it's like, okay. So we both understand. That was not the problem. I also forgot to put that my sister tied and did my hair. I also forgot to put that, forgiveness is very powerful because my mom would do so sweet things. Like she got me a cute little mirror to put on my lashes and I lost it. And it had like princess designs on it. Like Tangle, Cinderella, Snow White. And I lost it. It was a cute handmade mirror. Like a mirror at the top and the bottom. And I lost it.
What you said?
Like, I'm really good at this makeup stuff. So, yeah. It's date night. I don't be trying to say much, but some of these men don't be loving the same. Their love is not the same. And it's like, the ones that be obsessed with money is the one that really be corrupted. Like, they don't know how to save. And I've been through too much. Like, I don't like when a man say, like, oh, what do you bring to the table? Because there's a 10-10 chance, you can say it's an assumption, where they really, when you tell them what you do, have your apartment, have your life together, pay for your own bills, they don't want to offer anything but probably dingling the bare minimum of taking you out. And I have outfits. I just need someone to take pictures of me. On top of that, like being convenient, but then it's like you're being convenient to them. Like I see it constantly. Like I put gas in the car, buy a man food, which is no problem, doing help. But when it's like you're doing more than the other person, then it becomes a problem. And when you're doing more than the other person, the person's going through something, I'm understandable. But when you're disrespecting me and you're being rude, like, yo, you got to go. I definitely don't like when men compare me. Like, they like thick girls. They want girls with big booty and natural hair. And it's like, so I'm not your type. So why are you dating me? Why are you wasting my time? And ladies, don't let these men play with you. You are not a toy. They are not somebody that they call when they're lonely or bored or horny. They need to earn you and they need to value you. I just want to smoke a hookah, but I just want to say this because I know I'm not going to remember it and I don't want to forget. On top of that, you got to watch out when people say, like, they ask what you do and do not like. It makes it easier for a guy like a challenge. Yeah, I know that's, like, frustrating, especially if you're a good girl or a nice person, but you can't tell them everything. Like, when they ask you that question, tell them, if you show me who you are, I'll see if I like you. So he'll be kind of like thrown off, so he has to act right and get to know you. And he's still going to try to ask you questions of what you do and do not like in certain ways, but you just got to catch it and, like, throw him off. Like, because if you tell him that, I always, like, I'm still healing. So it's like, I'm nice, but I'm not nice. So, yeah. Because I dealt with too many men. Hear me, ladies. I dealt with too many men that try to hurt my feelings and make me feel less than, not enough. Even try to hurt my feelings to the point where, you know, when I had a lot of money and the person met me at 19 with $3,000, a car, and it's like, I'm not trying to impress you with so much money. That's like so much stress. I can't even feel it in my chest. Like, the fact that the love that I have and want probably exists, but if it don't exist, it's okay. I'm okay with being by myself. But you do have to understand, like, I don't like people being so interested in people with money. When, you know, a lady was so happy that I checked on her every week, and she passed away because I had dealt with a bill and it helped this ex of mine, and I was so busy and into myself smoking that time flew by, and I didn't get the chance to see her. When I went to check on her, they moved all her stuff. She's not there. She passed away. So, like, I'm not really obsessed with money. Maybe other people are obsessed with money, but I try to stay away from people who, you know, topic is like to worry about what you got, how much you have. Like, I had men ask me how much you have, all this type of question. Mind you, I didn't ask them for what they have, and I reversed the question and be like, you know, you show me what you got. I even dealt with people, this is a true story. One of my Jamaican friends, I had opened my account, see 3,000 just looking over it. I'm like, what? Why are you looking into my account? Like, and I understand he was having a bad day, and people can't erase my memory. Like, I hate when people try to adjust things and they know what happened, and then, like I said in the earlier clip, because this video is kind of all over the place, where I was never the problem. Like, I met men where they say they have a problem asking, but you don't have a problem asking for the punani, but you have a problem asking for gas, food, you know, someone to help you fix your car. And I'm not the type of person that'll like rub in your face to what I did. Like, I just don't like being treated weird or having a vibe where it's like we talking about, oh, like, I'm one of them cool friends, and I really think it only exists in movies. Like, if we're broke, like, we could just be in the Walmart parking lot hitting each other with buggies and having like a competition. But that's in my imagination, I guess. And it's not like we broke because we both have a job. Like, I remember one time I was working at Chipotle, and I paid for my efficiency rent. My insurance was high at the age of 21, so I understand the lady who did my hair, who's a Gemini, her car insurance for her Honda be $300, and they was charging me that same amount, like $250. And I had to add my grandma to make it a little cheaper for me, and I didn't know why they was charging me so much. And it's not like I had parents I could put under my insurance, and I did try to ask help from people, and people was too busy. So I remember one time we was at Chipotle. It was a long night. We had the line. The line was to the door. People was like coming in from 3 all the way to closing. We cleaned up. We killed it. I literally remember that day. Like, I got high, and one of my cool friends, what was his name? Andrew. There was 2 of my coworkers, like, whatever. And you know, I just got high, and oh yeah, now I remember. I'm sorry. I got high. They got high, and we was just laughing till it hurts. And we was all talking about how our accountant's negative, how, you know, our bills are paid, and just being grateful and living in that moment. Now people are just being weird. Like, they'll just try to make your energy so uncomfortable, make you feel miserable, like you're the problem. And it's like, what happened to those days? Like, are we just obsessed with, because y'all literally be buying luxury, and do y'all ever think there's over 1 billion people? You really think the fabric, the quality, the material is really authentic. Come on now. Over 1 million people, you're literally paying for the name. So don't ever feel discouraged with starting a small business or doing something that nobody else is doing. Do it. Because I'm telling you, you're gonna shine and you're gonna come through. Because I have no doubt in my mind that I'm gonna be successful. I'm gonna be a millionaire. I don't need to figure out how I'm gonna do it, how it's gonna happen, when it's gonna happen. No. Like, even when people were stressing me out about money, I didn't know how it was gonna happen. I knew I had to make an appeal for unemployment. I know I had to talk to a judge. I had kept calling that number until I got to somebody. Hang up. I would be so mad after being on hold for 4 hours. The call hang up and I was talking to somebody and I have to get back on the thing. Spend the whole day like I want to be the whole day. I just kept fighting, not giving up. Because giving up is so easy. It's so easy. That's why put up the fight, man. Let them earn you. You are not a toy. I love that scene from Scandalous where she have an affair with the president and she said, earn me. Literally, let these men earn you. Because these clowns, they don't want to earn you. They don't want to wait. They're so impatient. A lot of people in Florida, they're so impatient. Because everything is fast food, fast money, fast cars, fast accidents. Like, come on now. At the end of the day, don't let these people stress you. Don't let these people come in your life and think you're easily influenced by their words. Sometimes you don't need to be around people that is negative. That's why it's bothering your energy, because they don't deserve someone as kind. They're used to being by themselves and being alone and having no one else to talk to. I don't care if that makes that man uncomfortable, that you don't want to sleep with him. Tell him no, sis. Because the fact that he don't respect you and he can't wait is a problem. And I wish we stop undermining that. That's a problem. Nobody has control of you. Stop letting these soul ties or these twin flames, like, it's so cute and stuff. Stand up for yourself. Don't let people disrespect you. I mean it. You are beautiful and you are worthy. Say it every day in the mirror. My mom tells me to write 10 things I'm gratitude down. And I did it, and it really does help. Take a cold shower. Do not complain. Look at your phone. Unless you're in pain, you know? And don't overwork yourself to the point, you know, I wish people could be kind. Like they act like they eat 3 meals a day. Some people be forgetting to eat, you know? I was just being kind to my friend who, you know, got my parts, fixed my car, and I was supposed to get paid today, and he knows I always pay him. And he said, I know you're going to come by tomorrow because you got to get your AC fixed. And he said, it's no charge. Because I bought him a plate. Just looking out for each other. This stupid reality, like, chasing something to bring you comfort. Why can't you have your own comfort? You're not comfortable with yourself? There's something wrong with you. You can't sit still for 15 minutes and meditate. There's something wrong with you. And you don't want to talk about it. You don't want to vent about it. That trauma is not your identity. And I realized that trauma wasn't my identity. I was just hurt, and I'm still hurt by it. That I allow my good heart, because, you know, it's nice that you have a big heart, but you got to have, even givers have limits. If someone ever been using you, text them that. Even givers have limits. I'm not limitless. I'm not like freaking unlimited data. Like, you're not going to keep using everything of me till I'm drained. I'm a loving spirit. I am. Like, stop worrying about your ex if he's doing weed and he's like looking drained and looking depressed and sad and all that stuff. No. That should make you not want him even more. Like, why you want to fix him? This is not Bob the Builder or Fix It Felix. Like, you are not Fix It Felix. It's not your problem to fix. That's just another narco just coming back so you could baby him, so he could punish you. Because you know one thing I noticed about narcissistic people? What they do? Because when I broke up with the person, and I did not want to get back with the person pursued me, and I was really uninterested. But then they swindled me with something kind, sweet, like roses, cute romantic things, because I'm a sucker for romance. And I came back twice, and again the third time, which was a done dizzy. But one thing I noticed is that they only do it for the meanwhile. Then they come back to their comfortable state. And then I realized there are people that are like to make you think that this is who they are, and it kind of mess up your brain. It kind of put a little stress on your brain. Like, there's some asshole, but really they're a nice guy. But they don't want to be the nice guy to you. They want to be an asshole. You can't tell me that didn't give you a little slightly of a headache or confusion. They don't deserve your love or energy. And you could apologize. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I forgive you. But there's nothing for me to do anymore with you. There's nothing, like, I don't want to fix you. You can take care of yourself, love yourself. To be honest, any person I dealt with, I would want you to take care of yourself, love on yourself, and heal yourself. And deal with the traumas that you dealt with from your first heartbreak. Because it's causing you to come around and be mean to everybody. And that's not an excuse. Any man that be like, I got my heart broken, and he's treating you like crap and saying a girl did this and that, I realized that all the relationships I've been through, the fact that I'm so loving and kind, I can still love. Let me tell you something. I tell people all the time, when you get in a relationship, there's a 10-10 chance that the person that is your first love might break your heart. You gotta put that reality in your head, just so your heart don't be shattered to a million pieces till you like eating, you're overweight, or nothing against it, but like you're overweight and it's unhealthy. You're not taking care of yourself. You don't care how you look. You're not doing your hair. You know, you're losing money. You're not going to work. Just to put that emphasis, not to manifest that will happen, just to prepare you like, hey, reality check. Because it's cool to be delusional to a certain extent when you're manifesting, but delusional in reality. I read this book when it's like, when you're ready, this is how you heal. Like, I read part of it. Like, you gotta accept where you are. If you're broke, it's okay. If you're low on money, it's okay. Doesn't mean you're saying that you're gonna be broke forever. You know what caused you to be broke. You may have helped somebody. You may have looked out for something. You may have paid a bill throughout the year, and you don't have to worry about it. Now you're like a little setback. That's okay. Nobody's smart enough to pay their whole Geico insurance for the year. Nobody's smart enough to pay the SR22 for a year. That's when I let a friend drove my car and she crashed it. And when I got to the scene, they had the nerve to say, I have to pay for the damages because the car was under my name. And her license was on her. So I took the blame, like another punishment. So I had to pay it. And one thing with SR22, if you miss a payment, you have to start all over the 3 years. That's what pissed me off about the SR22. And one thing I noticed about life happens. God may delay things for you where you want that house, you want that to protect you from something evil that someone's trying to do because they're jealous of the mindset of you. And one thing I noticed about people, God is not going to stop my blessing because you're jealous of me. Because you don't know what the pain I went through. You don't know how many nights I cried. You don't even care how many nights I cried. You don't know where I was homeless, sleeping on a 24-hour gym bench while the car was in the parking lot. I could have slept in my car. I could have. But man was being weird, knocking on my window. Okay? I always wanted to go back to my mom. But when I did, and I moved back, and I'm not using any form of guilt or psychology. This is some true crap. I knew I had to stay on my own. And when I moved back with my mom, I had to feel like I can't get comfortable and stay here with my mom, because eventually she's going to want her own space and she's going to want her own place. So I constantly kept trying to do it myself. And I know it's hard, but I'm not going to give up my dream of being independent, because relying on a man, honestly, first of all, let's get this straight. I really don't trust men. No man. Okay? Men has these they're most emotional creatures, and they like to say females are the most emotional creature. You know why? Listen to Rob Wave. Listen to Polo G. Listen to all the music. Like, I don't know if I'm an empath, but I can feel their pain. Like, listen to G Herbo. Listen to all the music, them rappers that be, dirty by my side and not savage. Like, they be talking like they have no feelings. Like, what broke you to have no feelings? What made you so sad to not have no feelings? They're the most emotional creatures, because why don't you have the common sense to think or give somebody a chance? Okay? Why don't you try to fix something? Like, hey, I'm gonna try to trust somebody. I know the last girl tried me. She did this and that. Like, I'm gonna try to give this girl a chance. Like, she seemed cool. Like, if girl's not being open to you, telling you certain things, being sweet and truthful, you could tell when someone's being honest. Okay? I ain't gonna lie, I'm very smart. I play very dumb, but I'm very smart. Meaning, I know how to be fake. I know how to be honest. I know how to be dumb. I know how to lie so good you think it's true. And when I mean by fake, because one time I was in a situation where, so I was in a situation where somebody was being fake to me at work. Somebody kept touching my stuff, kept taking my lunch. Didn't know. So I was at work at Hollister. The manager and the co-worker was talking about me. But mind you, you know how in Hollister, if you worked at Hollister, they got them high shelfage and like all the clothes, and some of them, like, I think move side to side. Like, it moves side to side. Yeah, side to side, like this way. And I was in the back, and I overheard them. They all left, and I went the back way, and I re-entered into the front store. And I was just being fake with them, like, oh, hey, hi, how you doing? And I didn't understand why they didn't like me. And why they didn't like me is because I had my own car. I had my own common sense. I wasn't trying to follow the crowd, be thick, okay? I tried to eat a lot of food. I tried to gain weight. I really did. And I was doing it for the wrong reasons, so people could like me. And I realized, just eat meals 2 times a day. But I'm so used to eating 2 times a day. Like, when I eat 3 meals, I get full, or I don't eat it all. And then now I get this impediment, which I'm on this impediment journey. And I want to get thick in certain areas to make my body look like muscular, but like bubbly in a way. And it's for me. So when I take pictures, I look good, and you can't tell me nothing, because I am a lady. But that's all I have to say. Like, I'm done with these men trying to compare me to another woman so I could compare myself to her and think, oh, she don't got this and that. And it's like, I don't care. Any woman on the planet, from Kylie Jenner, I don't care. I have beyond confidence to the day I wanted to leave the mechanic, because too many men kept trying to talk to me, and I'm like, I'm late. And I'm just sitting here like, okay, like, men even know, like, I don't, like, they seen it on my face, like, okay, you're flirting, you're flirtatious, like, that don't impress me. And I'm pressured because I'm not impressionable. I have a boyfriend, and the stuff that you're doing is child play. Next. So I just know what I am and what's my worth, Like, I look at people how I want to be looking. It's like a projection of yourself. I am wealthy. Money comes to me easily. That's it. Very positive. You got to be careful of people draining your energy. And it's literally easy when you keep fighting with them, defending your name, saying this is not what I'm thinking, or I'm not thinking about that, and they just try to make you worry or stress about stuff or think about the future. And they think they're better than you because they have this I don't care mindset. Of course you do. You feel me? I wish I could say what I really want to say, but you know, some people have the easy life where they have family where they can live with them forever and not pay rent. You know, people like us where, you know, when you turn 18 or you turn a certain age, your parents want you out the house. Okay? Your parents are trying to teach you responsibility, that you gotta pay a portion of the bill. On top of that, pay your bills and save money for your own place. So, I'm not asking for nobody's sympathy. Never was, never am. I'm just telling you how it is. And just because I don't finesse people out of their own pocket, it's just not me. It's not my character. I'd rather be like, hey, I don't got it right now, but I know I get paid soon, and I'm gonna make sure you get paid. Like, I like that. The people I rock with right now, they got my back. They literally got my back. And that's what I need right now. I don't need no hater. I don't need nobody drinking haterade. I don't need a man getting mad because I don't want to be his friend. What are we going to be friends for? We ain't making no business. We ain't making no money. To talk about what? I'm not here to talk. I share my relatable content because there is girls that's going to need this. This is going to help a million girls, and I believe it. A million girls are going to see it, and it's going to take time. Don't let these men fool you, okay? I'm trying to also, as I'm driving, trying to make sure I think of anything else I have to say before I go. Don't settle either. Don't ever listen to a man that say you can't find better. The one that's telling you that is the one that's not right for you. He's not the one, sis. And sometimes when a man is doing something hurtful and you know it is, instead of him saying, I don't like you or I'm not into you, and he don't want to hurt your feelings by saying that because he knows that he's trying to keep this weird attachment to you. Weird game. That's why I know they need to go work on themselves. That's why I send my ex away. Like, you're never coming back. You're not spinning the block. Because you're doing stuff that's hurtful that you know is going to cause me not to like you. And I'd rather you say you don't like me or you don't rock with me. But you're too afraid and too coward to say that, because if you say that, you know I'm going to take your word for serious and I'm not coming back. And I'm too old to be thinking, oh man, maybe he was using you or he was playing with you or all that stuff. Because I don't care. It used to give me a headache just trying to think. Like, to the point I told myself, like, bro, who cares? Who cares how much money you spent? And I even told bro, he's like, nah, don't say that. No, I'm gonna say that. I'm glad you appreciate it, but I don't care anymore. I don't worry about it no more. Be weird. Even the people you be helping be trying to put you down or set you back or get you in trouble. That's why I don't hang around people, because I'm not trying to fall back to where I was 3 years ago. Like, I'm trying to progress. I'm trying to keep everything I earned. Because I don't have mommy and daddy money. There's a video where this black woman saying, like, you know, where she grew up and she's seen people, and I forgot her name. And she has tattoos and she has braces. I think her name started with a D. And she gives a lot of relationship advice. But she was talking about how she grew up in a scuttle and she's seen people being rebellious, stealing drugs, being a stripper. And they thought they was being rebellious. But she figured it out when she turned 18, like, oh, she got to work for her money. Her parents was just getting by. Like, our parents was just getting by, trying to live. And she couldn't go ask her mom for $1,000. And sometimes there's some parents where they have the money and they don't want to give it to you. And they don't have to be given to you. That should teach you to be selfish too. You don't have to be Care Bear or Lasso, because Lasso was not a nice bear. He just acted nice. But even in Toy Story, he had a mean streak. So at the end of the day, be selfish, take care of yourself, and I hope this video helped you. I love you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and you the one. And I'm falling in love with myself. Like, I realized that people was wrong about me. I was just really hurt. That there's people that are hurt. I understand. I thought hurt people. But then if you say it slow, you kind of get the concept. Hurt people, meaning they hurt by something that someone else caused. Like to hurt people. And it's sad and it's weird. But I'm falling in love with myself. I'm realizing that I'm beautiful and I deserve peace and kindness and someone to not stress me out and feel safe. If I don't feel like that, I'm not going to be around you. Like, I even got this new habit where it's like, I don't want to give people my kindness because I'm kind of scared. Like, I buy you food, or I look out for you, or make sure I check up on you and come to you. Like, some people will look at you like you're so sweet, and then they'll do the most like mediocre crap, hurt you, and now they want you back in life because nobody else in a friend group is like you. Man, bye.